All right, welcome back to Small Ball Podcast. I'm your host, Bill Littler. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a remarkable young woman from Beaver Area High School, Rhiannon Rabassi. Rhiannon is known not only for her impact on the softball field, but for her sharp mind, professionalism, and a global perspective. She's a student athlete who's already thinking big, planning a future in sports marketing, and dreaming of working around the world, helping to grow the game and connect people through sport. In this episode, Rhiannon reflects on how softball has shaped her, her confidence, her leadership style, and her vision for the future. So let's dive in, and I hope you enjoy this episode as much as I enjoyed interviewing Rhiannon Rabassi of Beaver Area High School. So are you ready to go? Are you nervous?
No, I'm good.
No. Okay. So Rhiannon, did I say that right? Rhiannon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. That's a different name. I don't think I've ever seen that name before.
Yeah, it's not super common. Most people don't say it right.
And Rabassi, did I say that right? Rabassi?
Yeah, Rabassi.
Okay, Rabassi. Okay. And what nationality is that?
My last name is Italian, and my first name is like Arabic or something. My parents found it in like a book they liked.
Okay. So is your family Italian?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, cool. I have a little bit of Italian in me. My mom's side of her family, her dad was from Sicily. So
that's where my dad's family's from.
Yeah. So her name was Leggi, and it was I think it was called like when they came over on the boats, and their name when they pronounced it, that's how they recorded it, was the Legge is how they recorded it in the States, but it wasn't spelled that way, and it wasn't at all.
I've heard of that a lot.
Yeah. So just pretty cool history there. So I got a quarter of Italian in me. That's it. Awesome. Okay. So thanks for doing this. I appreciate it. I'll have this out in a couple weeks. I think yours is going to come out in maybe 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after.
Okay.
So I mean, let's get started. Do you have any questions or anything?
I don't think so.
No?
I think I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we'll start off with just a reflection of your career. So how would you describe the player you were as a freshman compared to who you are now?
I think as a freshman, I was definitely a lot more like withdrawn, and I was just kind of watching how everyone else like interacted in the team and how they played, especially the seniors, because one of them was one of my really good friends.
Okay.
And now I think I'm definitely way more like of a leader on the team, and I definitely like know what I'm doing more than just waiting to see what everyone else does.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Now, did you play, like, when did you start playing in varsity?
I started playing varsity my freshman year.
Well, no, but I mean, as far as having a role in the team.
I would say my freshman year.
Your freshman year played?
Yeah, I started center field my freshman year, and then sophomore year I was center field, second base, and then junior year I was fully second, and now I'm fully second still.
Okay. Okay. Do you like the outfield or infield better?
I think I've grown to like the infield a lot more than I used to, because outfield was like, I started as a second baseman, then I transitioned to outfield because that's where they needed me for high school. And I really liked outfield, but then they needed me at second. So I came back to second, and I think I like second a lot now. I think I like infield more. Yeah.
When I played, I like the outfield better because you have time to react, where in the infield, you don't really, you don't have time to react. So like if you make a mistake or something in the outfield, you have time to kind of recover from it.
I like having a wider range in the outfield where I can run.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So, all right. So tell me what moment or game stands out most from your high school career?
I would say probably last year, our first round of Whippeals, we won versus Bell Vernon, and we won 8-1. So we just like completely came out and won a game that wasn't supposed to be that easy.
Yeah.
First round of Whippeals, when the year before we didn't make playoffs at all, and we almost completely swept them in the first game. I think it gave us a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think you guys were I was surprised that you guys did as well as you did last year. I wasn't
I
expecting
think
that.
we all were. We were
Yeah.
kind of surprised ourselves, but
Yeah.
once we got like rolling, we kind of ran with it.
Yeah, that's nice too. That when you get confidence, when you get into the playoffs with confidence, you don't know what can happen. You know, anyone
Yeah,
can.
definitely. I mean, we saw that we made it way deeper than we ever would have thought the year before.
Yeah. Okay, and you didn't lose many people,
No,
right, to
we
graduation?
honestly, no, we didn't lose from my sophomore year to my junior year. We didn't lose anyone because we had no seniors. We
Yeah,
just gained some.
that's cool. Real cool. All right. So, um, what what do you hope your teammates remember most about you?
I think I hope they remember the most that I was like always there for all of them, like during a game, not just like, as friends. Like I will always be there to back them up. Like if they miss a ball, I'm gonna like be there and not yell at them for it,
Yeah,
especially the freshmen, because I
yeah.
think the freshmen are always scared.
We were talking about that with me and Callie. We're talking about that,
Mhm.
and it's I don't think all seniors realize how strong their voice is when it comes to the underclassmen, especially freshmen coming in.
Yeah.
You can really make or break them as players, on how you act and how you treat them and stuff. So
Yeah, they definitely respond like very well to seniors that are like there to guide them and not just
yeah,
yell at them or tell them they're doing it wrong.
yeah, positive. Being positive is very important. Okay, so let's go into actually talking about that growth and leadership here. So, how have you grown as a person since joining the varsity program at Beaver?
I think from like starting in 8th grade, just playing softball for Beaver versus actually going to the high school team, there was a lot more structure, and I actually had to be like responsible for my time and how I was using it in high school between academics, social, athletic.
Yeah,
And then from freshman year to senior year, I learned how to do that way better than just being exposed to it.
yeah, yeah, and that's important too, especially if you go off into college. You know, it gets even harder. So,
Yeah. You have even less time to do stuff.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so what does well, let's talk about leadership. What does leadership mean to you this year?
I think specifically this year, it means like going out on a good note. So the seniors, because we have a larger senior class this year than we have like in the past couple years, we have a little bit bigger class.
Mhm.
Just make sure that we leave like a good legacy with this team to where the juniors going to be seniors will remember how we did it and take on what we did and make the team just even better as the years go on and we keep winning, ideally,
Yeah,
and the team gets along very well.
yeah. How many seniors do you have this year?
I believe 4 or 5, because we had a couple girls that had left the team for either other sports, just they had to choose like conflicts, whatever.
Yeah,
Because we originally had a good bit of girls in the 26 class, and obviously going from having no seniors to having
yeah,
4 graduate out last year was a change because we
yeah.
weren't used to that. My freshman year, we only had 2 graduate, which obviously that's not losing a ton on the team.
Right.
Then the next year we had none. So going to losing 4, and then my class will be about the same or a little bit more. That's a pretty big change.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be hard for the team next year because that's a lot of, and a lot of
Yeah.
you girls are like
I
key
believe
players.
I believe all of our seniors are starters.
Yeah, yeah. So, but that's going to be Amy's problem next year, not this year.
Yeah, this year she has almost all of her girls that like she knows pretty well together on the team. She's not worrying about losing who we're gaining. She's just
Ready to
ready
play.
with the girls she
Yeah,
knows. Yeah.
it's awesome. Okay, so is there a lesson from a coach or teammate that you'll carry beyond softball?
I think before like I even really got to know the team too well and I was like even that much of a part of it. My freshman year, Grace Thompson, who is one of my really good friends, she's a senior then, so she graduated in 23. She really just like imposed on all of us that we need to act like a team on the field and off the field. It doesn't matter if we don't like each other, it doesn't matter if we don't actually get along. We need to be like civil and always be there for each other so that the team like
Yeah,
and end result like gets the benefit from it, even if it's not like your best friends off the field. Be nice to each other, be there for each other no
yeah,
matter where you
yeah. It's important for sure. Yeah. And I mean, like, she's right though. I mean, if you don't have anything in common off the field, you guys all have something in common on the field. So
Yeah.
yeah. See, Grace played on one of my travel teams like way back in the day. I think it was a 10, was it 10U? Yeah, it was 10U team. It was my first,
Yeah.
it was the first team that I coached as in travel. It was one of the Rage teams.
Yeah, I remember she played for Rage as one of her first teams.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Okay, cool. So team and legacy. So what makes your senior class special or unique?
I think we're mainly like unique and special because we have all been through like a lot together. From freshman year we did okay, we didn't do great, to sophomore year we did just horrible.
Yeah,
Like
well,
there's no nice way to put it.
yeah. Well, you had
We
you
had an
lost your
off year. We
you lost
lost
your
so
number
many.
one pitcher. Yeah, that's
We
hard.
lost our number one pitcher. We had injuries all around the team.
Yeah.
It was just not easy. And we had injuries in the Myrtle trip, we lost Taylor in the Myrtle trip, which was so early in the season that we just did not like have much to go off of for the rest of the season. And then bouncing back my junior year, and this senior seems to be going the same way that junior year did. We seem to all really well together as a team, and we're trying to carry on what we had going last year.
Yeah, and build on it. Yeah, I mean, you guys were all kind of surprised last year.
We were, yeah. We surprised ourselves and we didn't let it die. We kind of kept it going and kept it rolling.
Yeah. So this year there is no surprise. It's more of an expectation now this year. So you might have
I think we did. We set like the bar and we want to beat that this year because we all believe that we should have gone further, even though we did surprise ourselves how well we did even first round. Once we did that, we started doing so well that we expected even better than we actually ended with. So I think this year we want to beat that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be cool. All right. I lost my space here. Where were you at? Okay. So who has influenced you most during your high school career?
During my high school career, I would say probably the class of 2025, like all of them collectively, just seeing how the team changed from having Peyton List as, such a dominant pitcher to them learning how to play on a team that didn't have only one dominant pitcher. It was a collective like group of pitchers and players defensively and offensively that made the team work, not just we have one like very good pitcher and we're going to build off of that. We have to build off of each individual part of the team.
Yeah. When you have a pitcher like Peyton, it really you still need the other components, but when you have someone who shuts teams down, that makes it really easy to.
It's so much easier to expand on it, I think, during games and really step on like the other team, like finish what you've started with Peyton, basically.
Yeah.
From building it out of everyone. Everyone has to be on that day. Everyone has to be doing their part.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's an interesting perspective. I like that. Okay, so how do you hope to be remembered by your coaches and community?
I hope mainly the coaches, I mean the community too, but I think the community and everyone that watches our games, their perception is largely based off how the coaches see me too. I hope that they remember me as always being there, always wanting to be there, not being forced to do something, always like being ready to do whatever I have to, like going from infield to outfield to infield again. Like I will do whatever they need me to do for the team and step up in whatever position they need me to be.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, having that flexibility, and it makes it easier on coaches too, because you don't have to, you have flexibility to shuffle things around if you need to in the event of an injury or something that comes up.
My sophomore year when we had Taylor go out, we actually had to have Sammy Springman pitch, who has never pitched in her life. So I had to play shortstop, which I didn't play short for high school. So I had to learn the plays, the coverages, everything there. Just learn how to work with the team from a different side of the field.
And shortstop isn't an easy position, especially to learn on the fly.
I was used to infield from second base, but I wasn't used to from the other side of the field, those coverages, like being way more of a vocal part of the team because I'm telling people where to go, where the plays are, where to set up for cuts.
Yeah. And it's a lot more busy.
It is. Mentally, there's a lot more that you have to remember with pieces and where they go.
Yeah. So let's talk about the future here. So what's next after your graduation? What are you going to do in college? Are you looking to play softball in college, or what's your plan?
I am looking to play softball in college. I have a couple offers that I will be like deciding on soon, and I want to go into international business in college. And I'm definitely looking like only really D3 schools because I want to study abroad and be able to travel for international business. I think
Okay.
that would help me a lot with my degree and what I want to go
Yeah.
for.
So international, you sound like you really know what you want to do. So what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to get a major in international business and then specifically tailor that towards sports. So sports marketing, sports business
Oh,
abroad.
okay.
So I would be going to, wherever, Europe, anywhere like across seas or just across the country. And I would be learning to work with people from other countries, other states, anywhere else, and learn sports from there and what they're about and learn the business of those and the marketing of those.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Like, do you have anything like what made you want to do that? Like, what drew you to that?
We've always traveled when I was younger.
Okay.
I've grown up traveling and I love traveling, and like one of my biggest passions is sports. And I like since I was little, I loved watching like Major League Baseball. I follow that consistently. I love talking about it, not just like reporting on it, which is what a lot of people like think when you say I want to work in like professional sports.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to work like behind the scenes.
Okay. Okay. I One of our friends, he worked with the Penguins, and I think he did something like that with the Penguins. He did a lot of the marketing and stuff. So that's cool that you have that. That's very interesting. Baseball. Did you watch the World Series?
Oh yeah, I watched all however many innings it was, an insane amount of
Yeah,
innings
it's
of one
crazy.
of the games, and I watched Will Smith's walk off.
I It was, I forget what it was, the game that was like 18 innings. I
Yeah, it was 18 innings, and I believe it was game 3 or 4.
Yeah, I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I just got on TikTok real quick, just like I always do. If I'm up at night, I'll just flip through it a little bit, and I saw that someone had that game live, and I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at the time; it was like 2 in the morning. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
what's going on? So I put the TV on and saw that. I got to watch the last inning of that game. That was pretty wild.
yeah. That's definitely some of the most that bullpen's been used the whole season because it was so long. You had to go so deep
Yeah.
in your.
Even the seventh game was extra
It
innings
was
too.
drawn out. I think it was probably one of the better matched World Series we've had
Yeah,
in the past.
yeah. It was a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. Although I will say, baseball is a very boring sport to watch, especially when you compare
I
it to
think
softball.
I think the pitch clock has helped some, but you just can't do all that much. It's just a slower game. Like
Yeah,
softball, distance wise, game wise, everything, the length's just shorter, so it makes it
yeah,
quicker and more interesting. Baseball, you have
yeah.
time.
You have to really enjoy baseball to watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. I feel like I can talk to you all day about baseball. That's great. Okay, what's your schools that you're looking at?
I'm definitely looking at like mainly D3s. I've been on a couple visits. I went and sat at some classes at Dickinson College, which is towards the middle of PA. That was great to see how like a college dynamic works and
Yeah,
just see what kind of international business classes would look like at any school at all.
yeah,
Because I definitely think that that's the major that I'm most interested in, and I think I know where I would want to take it kind of. So seeing where colleges would be able to like let me take that, not just like base classes sitting through them, but learning where the connections would be where I could make it what I want to do at
yeah.
the end.
Okay. Yeah, you're really focused on your education, right?
Yeah, definitely like academics is my number one and then sports and playing softball is obviously something I very much want to do, but my academics would come first.
Yeah, yeah. When I ask that question, a lot of times the girls are, I mean, they're excited about playing softball, but it sounds like you're more focused on the academic part than the softball piece. It definitely looks
Yeah, I
like
know.
softball.
I definitely do want to play. Like that's definitely one of my passions, and it's something I really want to take into college.
Yeah,
But at the like end of the day, academics are what's going to get me into the
absolutely.
first job, a degree.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Okay. Let's see. My dogs are scratching. Do you hear my dog scratching?
Yeah, I can hear them.
I think it's like raining or storming maybe, so I think they're kind of
It is
scared.
raining. Yeah.
All right, I lost my place again. Um, Here we go. So, how has softball prepared you for what's ahead?
I think just being able to, especially with like how my 4 years have gone and the changes between year to year, being able to adapt to things and not expecting certain things. And then when they don't happen, I don't know what to do. Being able to adjust to whatever goes wrong, whatever goes unexpectedly right, anything that's just different than what I'm expecting or what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, you kind of have to, and that's right, because when you go through, like even in school, you're gonna have a lot of different things pop up that kind of knock you off track. You're gonna have to figure out how to get back on track for sure. That's good. So okay, so if they're okay, so after you play your, or when you play your last game for high school, what will you be thinking about?
I just think I'll be thinking about like everything that's happened in the past 4 years and how far the team and myself have come and how great it is to see what like we've left and everything that I think they'll be able to take forward from where we leave it, the seniors,
Yeah,
for the next year, where they'll be able to pick up off of what we did and just how the team is going to grow and how it has grown.
hopefully it'll be like the Whitfield Championship or state or something for your
Hopefully,
last game.
I'm hoping to make it to even just Whitfield championships. Like obviously winning would be ideal, but to make it to a place we haven't been to a couple years.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys have it. You have, you have the pitching, you have the hitting,
We
you got
definitely
the
have
coaching.
we definitely have a pretty like not stacked, but I think evenly distributed like
You're balanced.
Offensive, defensive, pitching.
Yeah. You guys check all the boxes. That's cool. All right, so let's go into the personal and fun here. What song would you? What song would be the soundtrack to your softball journey?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I think personally, I like a lot of country music. So when I mention those kind of songs, people are always like, "What is that?" But I think "Rockstar" by Nickelback is just one of my favorite songs. I think it's good because you're just kind of like making what you want out of whatever you're given. You're just deciding what you want, and that's what you're gonna make it.
Yeah, yeah. You like country? You said.
I like country and I like rock.
Did you ever go to Nashville?
I've been really close to Nashville. I don't think I've actually been in the city of Nashville, but I've been to like Pigeon Forge. I've been to Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
So
I went to Nashville. It's so fun down there. If you like country music, you have to go. It's a good time down there. You have to wait till you're 21 though. I don't think it'll be any fun if you're underage, but
probably not.
Yeah, it is fun though. Fun town. Okay, who has been your biggest supporter along the way?
I think generally like any of the girls in the team, like when they see that someone else is struggling, like anyway, just getting along with the team, fitting in with the team, or just playing softball in general, they're there for you. And I also think like people, for me personally, outside of just softball, like my conditioning coach, Cradell, I work out with
Cradell.
I know Cradell. Him, my parents, any of the coaches, like even if it's something not softball related, they're always there to help you.
It's quite. I actually played football with Cradell. He was a year older than me at Hopewell.
Yeah, I love Cradell. He's the best.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He actually trained my daughter when
yeah,
she
I've
was
worked
younger.
out with Macy a couple times.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does too. Like I like how he always tries to, and he does it in like a sneaky way. Like he gets the best out of you in sneaky ways.
Yeah, he does without just screaming at you. He doesn't take the typical football coach mentality
and he knows how
to
push buttons. Like Macy was always someone, and she still is today, who only give you 70%. He actually jokes about this with me. But she was always giving him 70%, and she's so competitive. He would put her against like some of his football players, and he would get the 100% out of her because she didn't want to lose. So, but he was real good at what he does with getting you kids to do everything. Do you still go to him now?
Oh yeah, I go to him all the time. I'm there twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yep.
That's awesome. You have to tell him I said hi.
I will.
Real good guy. Okay. Okay, so last thing. Finish this sentence. Softball will always be special to me because.
I would say it's always going to be special to me because just the relationships I've grown in it, aside from just, player coach relationship or just mutual teammate, like even if you're not always going to get along with everyone on your team, you do make a lot of your really good friends outside of softball on the field because you spend so much time with them. You learn other things you have in common, and you just learn what kind of people that your teammates are, and some of them you really click with, and you're just like really good friends with them for a long time, and then you always have some connection to softball even if it's not on the field.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, your softball relationships go far and beyond, even when even the parents, when we travel with you girls to your travels, tournaments and stuff, the parents bond up with everybody, and a lot of Macy's teammates, I feel close with even today. We'll see them playing at different colleges and stuff, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, so that's cool. But we didn't talk about this. Who do you play for travel? You said you did play with Rage. Are you still with them?
No, I play for Silver Creek now. Silver Creek Coltrano.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so you're on Chris's team. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. All right. So is there anything else that you wanted to talk about that I
don't think there's anything you missed now.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was a good time.
So Rhiannon Rabassi. I say it right?
Rhiannon Rabassi.
Rhiannon.
Yes.
Rabassi. I suck at names. I'm terrible at them. So, but awesome. Nice to meet you. Thanks for talking to me, and we'll see you in the fields.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.